Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video from Fat Dad Fishing. In this video, I'm going to show you the first trip I've ever taken to target redfish, what I did and why I did it. So as you watch this video, if you find any value in it, please hit that subscribe button and add a like, share, or comment. And I'm going to jump right on into the day. So just to set it up for you, the conditions today, it was clear and sunny, it was hot, it was over 95 degrees, there was no wind and very, very little current. I was fishing in Pamlico Sound in North Carolina near the town of Rodanthe. So the challenge that I was going to encounter there was a little bit different than what I typically find in New Jersey, and that's the tide levels and the currents in the area that I was fishing were not necessarily determined by the tides, but more by the wind. In this case, the area of Pamlico Sound is fed by Oregon Inlet. Near where I am, and it's actually 7.5 miles away from the location I'm fishing. So there's not a lot of tidal flow from the changing tides, and it's also impacted by the fact that Oregon Inlet is a fairly small and shallow inlet. So there's never going to be enough water to flow in and out of the inlet to move that tide up and down significantly. So that causes two conditions in the summer that can be pretty challenging. The first is the reduced dissolved oxygen levels in the water. The further you go from the inlet, the less dissolved oxygen you're going to have, and 7.5 miles is pretty far. So the water's been in that sound for quite a long time. And you also have the second challenge here is the water temperatures at the surface were 92 degrees. So it was very hot water. And I was only fishing in 1 to 3 feet of water in this section. So another challenge. So let me just dive in here. You can see the satellite view of the specific spot I'm going to fish here. It was a very short trip. I just wanted to go out and see if I could catch my first red. So I just took about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's probably about 2 hours on the water to scout around and take a look. So you can see here is the channel. Now again, the tidal flow in here is very minimal. So there wasn't a lot of tidal flow, but there was no wind. But what tidal flow there was coming from this bottom section and moving up towards the top. So it's coming out of this channel, and you can see some of the deep areas or deeper areas that are darker right along this line here. You can see a couple of other spots. So my thought was, I'm going to fish this point, and I'm going to be tossing up into this area and letting it curve around down into the deeper spots, pointing it right up along the point and pulling it through there. And I had a little bit of success. Again, it was only about an hour and a half to 2 hours on the water, including the paddle time, but I was able to boat the first red, and here's how it looked.
There you go, little guy. Nice one though. First one of 2020 for me down in North Carolina. Little red.